Alright, so, like I said, I'd record this video for the people of Polaris forums. Sorry, I keep putting my finger in the way. This is my Polaris 250 Trail Boss. It's a 95, 96, 97. Same thing, it's around that era. I did a lot of research. We don't have the title, but, so, I'll give you a little background information. If you didn't start this thing for about a month, I can only compare it to cranking over a diesel engine in the winter time. You're going to sit here and try, and when it finally does start, it's straight. I painted the muffler black, don't pay attention. But it straight shoots out white smoke. In that case, you want to have your garage door open or have it outside because it'll fill it up with smoke. And once the engine gets used to running, warming up, then the problem goes away. It doesn't smoke as much. 2 cycles say smoke, but I'm talking, I would take a guess and say it is a diesel engine in here. But, it just pours out smoke. Well, we can't figure out what the hell's wrong with it. Let's see. It was about 3 months ago, winter time. In the Midwest, it gets real cold and stuff. So I went to my grandparents to ride it. And I go to pull start it the first day I take it down there, rope breaks. The starter gears sound terrible, so I try to reduce using them at all. Bought mainly all the new parts in here, put it back together, and every time we pull start it, the rope wouldn't go back in. So we spray this lubricant spray all over it, inside of there, seal it back up, pull, works, and then all of a sudden it's stuck out like this. Took it apart again. Now if you ever taken one of these apart, it's fine for your first time, but when you do it about 4 or 5 times in a row, you get real pissed, especially when you're wasting all your whatever you call this, seal. So there's one of my issues. Why doesn't this go back in? I was told this is an inspection cap, but I'm tempted to pour oil down there so this thing will keep working. If I was to pull it out right now, it would not go back in. The only reason it went in is the starter kind of catched and sucked it in. So it spun the gear inside of there, and the gear wound this back up a little bit. Now here's to the main problem. I have 2 days to fix this. Oh, by the way, this does not have reeds on it. They're not broke. It just does not have reeds. You can ask anybody. It probably owns a specific model. For some reason, they don't have reeds. So when I was down there riding, like every once in a while I thought there was a piece of dirt in my carburetor. Some days you can be riding, stop, it'll be idle and perfectly fine, and some days it'll start dying idle and you're sitting there giving it gas just so it'll stay idled. My choke is literally a choke. It kills the bike. If you do it to start it, it'll make starting it 30 times worse. If you do it whenever it's cold where it'll be fine, it will shut the bike off and kill it. Yesterday we cleaned the carburetor up. We rebuilt it with a carburetor kit we got from Midwest Motorsports. It's a Polaris dealer. The floats are perfectly fine. We tested them. I don't know what all came in the carburetor rebuild kit. You can probably look it up on eBay and see. But here's the thing. We've took this off. We looked in the motor, the bright light and everything. The piston does not clear the gap. So I'm pretty much like, what the hell? So we look up how these engines are made. There's like little holes, top, bottom, left, right, side, whatever. That's where I can only guess that the oil, gas, all that crap travels through to make the explosion with the spark. Spark, good. Fuel, good. We can put a new fuel line in. Compression, they said it was poor when it'd suck in air. Now, they said we might have to get, rebuild the piston, the rings and crap. Like I said, I have 2 days and then we're gone for a whole week. It's supposed to be four-wheeler riding. This is my four-wheeler. I need as much help from you guys. So I'll pull start it, but the rope's not going to go back in. And I'll use the starter, but it's killing the battery. There's no rear wheels because I went and bought new car-style Titan ATV tires, figuring we can get this running for this weekend. And it ain't looking like that, so I need as much help as I can get. I know you guys can't really see that good down in there. So it started to act stupid last night. Wouldn't start. I came out here, put the carburetor back on and crap. Let it sit for a few hours. Came out here, wouldn't start again with the starter because the rope's obviously not working. Come out here this morning, and with one push, it worked. And it was a real low idle, so I had to keep giving it gas, and they messed with the idle screw. And I ended up turning it up quite a bit, and just to get it to idle normal. And it's filling this garage up with white smoke. That's nothing new to me. It's warming up. And then all of a sudden, the idle goes, and then it dies. I could not get it started again. So here, we'll do the rope. Gas, I turn my gas off all the time, but last night I forgot to turn it off. When I come out here, it started perfect. So I left it on again. Maybe that's good luck. So here we go. And here we are. See, we put the airbox on it and tried to start it. We did it a million ways from Sunday. So I don't know how starting it and holding the thing and trying to give it gas will be. You can see it sounds terrible, and it's only getting worse. And I'm pretty sure that it's killing my battery. My light don't seem as bright as it usually is. Or the starter's completely dying, then we're screwed both ways. Choke don't work, so I'm not even gonna flip it and make something harder. So I don't know. I need your guys' opinions. Here's the facts. If you don't start it for like a month, it's like getting a diesel engine or something started and it just smokes and smokes and finally quits smoking, terribly ridiculous smoke, and it goes back to normal. And once you start it, get it running and crap, you ride it around for a little bit, turn it off. If you go to start it every day, it's one pull or one button push and it kicks over. But just getting it to start and crap's terrible. Here's that, what do you guys call this? Starter fluid, or whatever you guys want to call it. I could spray, I'll do one spray in there. And then I'll try to spray and start it at the same time. The starter's dying, so here, I'll put the camera down for a minute. Yeah, it's not working. Alright, I don't know what's wrong with it. Hopefully this video turned out right. It ain't all stupid wobbly in YouTube or something. So, we put the rubber thing back on for the pull start. Damn rope will not retract unless it's hosed down with this lubricant spray. Why is that? We put it back together, bought everything that was broke, fixed it, and put it back together how we took it apart. Now we cannot figure why the hell it won't retract. Why won't this start? Has gas, has oil, has spark. We've looked at all those at least 30 times. And yeah, and as for this, if anybody wants to ask why the 330 Sportsman's in here, bushing went out in the front right, and gee, you could not ride it. It's taken a lot of force just to pull it in the garage straight, but need to get that one fixed. Please help me with this, guys. I don't know what I can do in return, but I just need feedback. And for those of you who are my subscribers, this is why you've not seen videos on my four-wheeler in forever. So, alright, I'm out of here. Just try to help me as much as you can, people in Polaris forums and YouTube. I have 2 days. So, thanks.